Good morning everyone. Myself Patel ma'am from SGM College Karat. Today I am going to teach you the subject Organization of Commerce and Management. Okay, for standard 12 standard. Okay, we have started with the third chapter, Entrepreneurship Development. Okay, in this chapter we have seen in detail about the entrepreneur, enterprise, characteristic, features, functions, etc. Today we are going to see the topic that is a process of the entrepreneurship development. I started with that. Okay, but in short, okay, I will tell you in detail today. Process of entrepreneurship development. The process of entrepreneurship development is fully classified into two parts. The first is said as a training and the second is said as EDP, that is Entrepreneurship Development Programs. Okay, Entrepreneurship Development Programs. That is said as EDP. Okay, EDP. Okay, let's see into detail. In the process of entrepreneurship development, okay, as we all know about the entrepreneurship. Now, entrepreneurship is what? Entrepreneurship is the process or activity which is performed by the entrepreneur into the enterprise, means the organization. That means whatever the work, the process or activity an entrepreneur is performing into the business, or you may say enterprise or the organization, that is said as an entrepreneurship. So what are the process of AD, entrepreneurship development? When you want to do ahead, when to go ahead, you want to do the various type of development. As we all know, entrepreneurs are said as the innovators, creators, they help for the socio-economic development of the country. Just like that, what are the various process which are there for the entrepreneurship development, which are broadly classified into two parts. The first is said as a training and the second is various types of EDP, that is Entrepreneurship Development Program. The first one we will see now today, that is said as training. Now what is training? Okay, training means what? You must have heard about the word training. Training is what? Training is a scheme of instruction which is planned, systematic, consistent, pervasive and monitored to measure its effectiveness. It is an integral input of managerial development. What is training? Okay, when you want a specific thing, when you want to know a specific thing into more detail, for that a training is provided. Yes or no? When you are under special knowledge also, for that also training is provided. Training always broaden the vision of an entrepreneur. This is very important. Underline this line. Training broadens the vision of an entrepreneur. That means when you want to go into deep of everything, or when you want to have a good foresight, at that time training should always be provided. Okay, so training is what? It is a scheme of instructions, okay, which is planned. All these instructions are properly planned, systematic, consistent, pervasive and all are monitored. Why? To measure its effectiveness. It is an integral input of managerial development. Okay, the traditional school of thought has been thinking that entrepreneurs are born and not made. Okay, in the traditional, when you think about the old traditional schools of thought, in that it was said entrepreneurs are born, they are not made. That means what? He was born entrepreneur. Is it like that? No. Okay, do you agree with the statement? I specifically don't agree. Okay, if you are born with a silver spoon, that means from your life when you are born, at that time you are very high-fi or you are millennial, at that time I can say, yeah, he's a born entrepreneur only. Yeah, but when you are starting from the small point to the, when you are starting with a small point and you want to reach to the sky, at that time you will not say that entrepreneurs are born. Entrepreneurs are made. They are not born. Example which I have given you, when you are born with a silver spoon, you are by born only, you are millennial. At that time I can say it. Okay, so entrepreneurs are born, they are not made. This is the traditional schools of thought. Whereas modern observation mention that some entrepreneurs may be born, but a large number of them can be made by education and training. Yes, this statement I agree. Okay, according to modern school of thought, it is said that some entrepreneurs are such one that they are born only, they are talented, they are billionaire, and they started the business. Okay, so some you can say they are born entrepreneurs, but some entrepreneurs, the rest of them are made by what? Made by giving them special training, special education, special skills, etc. Okay, from this statement you are agree? Yes. Okay, so let's move ahead. Hence today there is a need of a training to produce eligible future entrepreneur. So today training is the utmost point. You need training at each and every part. Why you need training? Because when a proper training is provided to you, at that time future you can become a good eligible entrepreneur who has special skill, knowledge, etc. Okay, training broaden the vision of an entrepreneur by providing them suitable opportunities for an interchange of experience within or outside the industry. Always remember, with the help of training, our entrepreneurs are always becoming more and more eligible. Always training provide a good vision to the entrepreneur, and with this vision he can do what? He can get various types of opportunities, and always inside or outside the industry, whatever benefit, whatever opportunity you want to bang on, he can do it. Okay, it builds necessary skills of new entrepreneur, and it imparts knowledge of marketing of goods, production of goods, consumer education, etc. Okay, training always help the entrepreneur that how to live into the society also, how you are going to get the customers education, how you want to do, yes or no, like various types of schemes are there put up by the government also, other people also, common entrepreneur also, like Jago, Grahak Jago, yes or no. Why it is said? Because education should be needed to the customer also. Customer should also know that what is there. Yes or no? In the chapter consumer protection you will come to know various types of redressal agencies are there where you can lodge a complaint up to 20 lakh, 1 crore, below 1 crore, etc. Yes or no? This a common customer don't know. So for the customer's education or various types of technology, production method, I should know as an entrepreneur, how to do the various type of marketing of good. All this knowledge I can collect when a proper training I have get. Okay, training exposes an entrepreneur to the latest development which can directly indirectly affect him. Okay, whatever knowledge is there, all this knowledge he can get only with the help of a proper training, whereas schemes of instructions are there, consistent is there, pervasiveness, bring effectiveness of the more training. With the help of training there can be minimization of excessive scrap, defective outputs and wastages in the production process. Very important is what you know, entrepreneur, when he gets a proper training, at that time he can use the resources at the optimum level. Okay, best possible use of resources should be there. Whatever resources an entrepreneur is using, he should use in such a way that he should always try to reduce the wastages, and whatever the wastages are there, he should always try to recycle the wastages, reuse the wastages. Okay, always remember, whatever excessive scrap are there or defective outputs are there or wastages are there, he should try to reduce the wastages, and if then to the wastages occur, he should make such a use of that, reuse the wastages. Okay, training helps in improving overall efficiency of an entrepreneur. That means overall development of the entrepreneur can be there when a proper training is provided to the entrepreneur. The process of training helps an entrepreneur to accept the new technology, team spirit, standardization, reduces fatigue, minimizes industrial accidents, etc. Yes, correct it is. When a proper training is provided, Okay, when a proper training is provided, with the help of that training, he will come to know the various production method, new technology which has come into the market, then how to build up the team spirit into the organization, how to put up the organization at the standardization level, how to reduce the fatigue. Okay, how I can motivate and boost up the morale of the employees or the organization, how to reduce the fatigueness into the organization, how various types of industrial accident, industrial sickness, how I can minimize to the greater extent. This is teach to you while you are doing the training. Okay, so you can understand by this that how training build up the overall efficiency of an entrepreneur. With the help of the training, new skills he can get, new technology he can adopt, new method of production he will come to know only with the help of training. Okay, so some methods of training are lecture method, demonstration method, individual instruction, group instruction, meeting, conferences, seminar, etc. Various types of training are there. I am giving today, what you are seeing is a lecture method. Yes or no? Okay, when something live I will show you practical. Okay, that will be said as a demonstration. Yes or no? Well, I will give you individual instructions one by one, that means individual training, or to the group instruction I make a group, or if I will say you to the particular group training, that is various types of seminar, conferences, okay, meetings, all are said as training only. So by this you can understand that how training broaden the vision of an entrepreneur. With the help of training, how overall efficiency of an entrepreneur can be added. Got it, everyone? Point number 1, which is said as a process of entrepreneurship development. Point number 2 is EDP, that is Entrepreneurship Development Programs. Okay, EDP was first introduced in Gujarat in 1970. EDP program was first introduced where in Gujarat? Which year? 1970, and was sponsored by Gujarat Industrial Investment Corporation. Okay, that means Gujarat Industrial Investment Corporation have first introduced EDP programs in 1970 in Gujarat. The EDP are based on excellent experiments in Kakinada district of Andhra Pradesh, where businessmen were provided with motivation and training. Okay, now EDP are based on which now everyone has various type of experiments. Now it is said as on the basis of excellent experiment, it was introduced in Kakinada district, where in Andhra Pradesh, and there was what was given, the businessmen were given motivation. In EDP program, what was given businessman? Motivation. How to motivate them, how to boost up them, how they help to the contribution to the nation, then how training are provided. All this thing was a part of what? Excellent experiment. EDP has been defined as a program designed to help a person in strengthening his entrepreneurial motive and in acquiring skills and capability necessary for playing his entrepreneurial role efficiently. That means what EDP is doing? EDP means Entrepreneurship Development Programs are doing what? According to this EDP, an entrepreneur is going to boost the overall efficiency in him. Now, according to, it is like a program. What is EDP? It is a program which is designed to whom? Designed for an entrepreneur. Okay, so EDP is a program which is designed to help for strengthening of whom? Entrepreneur, and to give him motive and to acquire the skill, capabilities. Okay, why? Because he want to play a good role into the business. For that he need what? He need the various capabilities, various type of skill, technology, production method. All this thing it is done in what? EDP programs. Okay, EDP is a device through which people with latent entrepreneurial traits are identified, motivated to take up a new industrial venture, trained in managing the unit and guided in all aspects of starting a venture or enterprise. Venture means what? A project or a business or an enterprise, you may say like that. So not only see, I have already set up a business and he is such a person who is going to become an entrepreneur. He is going to start up a business. At that time, for me, I know something about it, but he don't know anything. So as a newly entrepreneur who have entered into the market, what thing he should do, what skill, capability he should born into his mind or into himself, all these things are teach. So entrepreneur traits, tic-tacs. You say na how tic-tac I do, how not tick-tock, tic-tacs. Tic-tac means how I do the various type of thing according to my style, my skill. This is my way. Okay, so various type of entrepreneurial traits, tic-tacs are identified, they are motivated, they are boosted up, how they can start a new industrial venture, trained in managing various type of thing, guided in all the aspects. Various types of aspects are there. All these aspects I am going to give a proper guidance, so I will come to know more about it. Okay, so for a startup venture or for a startup entrepreneur who is going to start a soon venture, or if I am a common man and I am going for a particular EDP program, up till now I have never thought that I can start a specific venture or an enterprise. But when I came from the EDP program, I am so boosted up and motivated that I am thinking to start a small project. That means what? Due to this I am motivated. Yes or no? I have came to know various type of entrepreneurial traits and I have identified it, and with that skill I am going to start up my business. Are you getting? So EDP program plays a very, very vital role. Okay, so what includes steps are included in EDP? 8 steps are there, only the titles are there, that only we will see. What steps are there in EDP? We will see now. In Entrepreneurship Development Program, first we see training meaning, then EDP meaning we have seen first, yes or no, okay, then we will see now the steps, and then is what? Objectives. Okay, first we will see meaning, then steps, and then objectives. Okay, meaning we have seen right now. We will see now what are the steps. Various 8 types of steps are provided in EDP programs. First is given arrangement of infrastructure. Yes or no? We have to first arrange all the infrastructure. Secondly, selection of a potential entrepreneur. You have to select a very potential entrepreneur who is ready to start up a venture with the motivated skill, with the boost of energy. Number 3 is identification of the enterprise. You have to identify which type of the business. Number 4 is actual training program. Then you have to provide him a good training program. Number 5 is selection of training personnel. Okay, you may get some individual instruction or group instruction or various type of training personnel can be provided to you who is going to train you personally. Number 6 is selection of method of training. Okay, which method do you want? Like it may be a lecture method or some other method, seminars, conferences, meetings, etc. Number 7 is actually training. Then actually trainings are done. Number 8 is monitoring and follow-up. After the training is completed, then to follow-up has to be took and monitoring. That means we have to check out whether he is doing or not, or follow-up has to be done. These 8 steps have been there for EDP, that is Entrepreneurship Development Program. And the last point is objectives of the EDP. What are the objectives of EDP? Let's see. The following are the objectives of EDP, which are divided into 5 points. Number 1, to foster entrepreneurial growth into the country. That okay, you want to do more and more entrepreneur should be there into the country, and they can, because now only I said you entrepreneur help for the socio-economic development of the country. Okay, they are seen as the pillars of our country. So more and more entrepreneur should be there into our country. So EDP program main objective is only that, so that from the common one only entrepreneur should be made. Okay, entrepreneurs are not born, they are made. Some entrepreneurs are born, exceptions are there, but many are made. So EDP program initiative is only being took. Why? For the entrepreneurs only. Government also have been provided various types of schemes also. Why? For the entrepreneur. Why? They should start up the new venture programs, etc. So number one is to foster entrepreneurial growth into the country. Number two is optimum use of available resources. Whatever resources are available for the entrepreneur, we have to use these resources at the most optimum level. Okay, that is teach to you over here. Okay, optimum use of the resources are there. Number two. Number three is development of backward region and improving economic status of socially disadvantaged group. Now some of the groups are there who are living back, okay, who are living very low level, not low level, backward level. Okay, those who are economically deprived from the society. So development of backward region should be there and improving economic status of socially disadvantaged group. Some group in the societies are there who are socially disadvantaged. To them, we have to upgrade the economic status of them. Number four is generation of employment opportunity. Of course, yes, when one entrepreneur also can come into the market, he also is going to bring various type of employment opportunity to everyone, whether literate or illiterate. Number five is widening base for small and medium scale industries. Okay, not only large scale industries are always been seen, small scale and medium scale industry should also be widened. Okay, these are the 5 types of objectives of EDP. EDP always help the entrepreneur or to get more knowledge, skill, motivation, etc. Okay, so main objective of EDP is what? To provide employment opportunity, widening of small and medium industry, development of backward regions and improving economic status of socially disadvantaged group into the society, optimum use of the available resources. Whatever resources are available, use it at optimum level. And the last is to foster entrepreneurial growth in the country. Entrepreneurial growth into the country is there, you have to foster it. Got it, everyone? In this way, today we have seen the process of entrepreneurship development divided into 2 parts. The first is said as a training, the second is said as entrepreneurship development program. We have seen meaning, then we have seen 8 steps are there, and then we have seen the objective. Okay, that was about today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will see recent initiative in the entrepreneurship development like Startup India, Stand Up India, etc. Enough for today. Thank you.